Hi, my loves. Okay, so someone the other day asked me how or if I do write my calorie intake and stuff like that, and I thought that this would be the best opportunity to explain to you all the relationship with food that I had, which was quite fuck all. And I know most of you all know this, but hey, hi, let's listen to this kind of again. But anyway, for I think till I was about 20, I would starve myself, and yes, I do blame childhood trauma and stuff that happened in my past. Yes, the rape, yes, the sexual molestations, all of those things, because I had this whole disassociation with my body. And I think more than ever, I just hated the body, and invariably I was starving myself because I simply just wanted to die somehow, unconsciously or subconsciously, not unconsciously, subconsciously. And I assumed that starving myself would get me some sort of solace with myself because I just wanted to punish myself. All of this I'm realizing now, just by the way. After the breakup with the guy I loved at that point of time, and we were dating for 5 years, my relationship with food completely changed in the opposite direction, where I just needed food, and I thought that that is going to give me comfort, that food gives me comfort because food won't leave me, food's going to be there, food won't judge me. And the only thing I honestly had control over in my life was food. So I would eat and eat and eat and eat and puke and eat and puke and eat some more and puke some more and eat and puke, and I was just miserable. I think most of my life I was, and hence with what I am, with where I am today, in terms of at least with food, I know I've come a long way, because now I'm trying to understand and actually understand balance healthy meals, as opposed to because I am an emotional eater, and I know this, whenever I get worried or stressed or something happens, I either don't eat at all or I just keep on eating. So finding that balance took a long while, and I think that more than anything else, I had to keep talking to myself in my mind. I had to keep telling myself that, what do I want? Do I always want to suffer? Am I always going, like I said, I blame my child. Am I always going to blame something in my life? Or am I going to try and take as much, okay, and I'm not talking about the universe, as much precaution, as much things that I can in my own hand. What I can control, honestly, yes, I can't control the shit that's going to happen, okay, I can't. But again, I learned from it, but still can't control. What I do and what I can control is how I take care of myself. That means the food intake. That means my exercise. Again, for me, I have depression. That means life is in extremes. I used to either eat too much or eat nothing at all. Work out too much or not work out at all. Sleep too much or not sleep at all. And again, they are patterns, right? Because it's patterns to sabotage yourself. And it took me, I don't know, I feel like right now I'm feeling like drained even thinking about it, because I used to be so sad, and I know I've come a long way from that, but there was just this emptiness constantly in me, and somehow I think over the years I believe that food would have filled that void inside, where nothing can, and to be honest, no matter what you do, how much ever you smoke, how much ever you drink, again, because I'm talking because I used to do that, how much ever you smoke up, it's not going to help. What's really going to help is actually understanding the root causes of your issues, the root causes of your problems, and working towards it. Because everything else, they're just numbing devices. That's all they are. They're just trying to numb you from the pain, or make you go crazy. Because the reason why I would drink was, I did not want to be in this reality. I did not want to be in this reality where there was so much pain. I was in a different reality where I was an asshole. I would piss people off. I would pick on fights. I would keep kissing random people, but well, that's not all. That time, maybe yes, no consent. Kissing or doing anything without consent is always a bad thing. Just disclaimer. So yeah, so I was just, and I know that yes, all of these things are my growth, and hence that is also where I am today in terms of understanding that what I need from life and what if it's not even what I need, it's how I want to embark life, you know. I don't want to be someone who blames myself. I don't want to be someone who blames my past. I don't want to be someone who victimizes myself. I genuinely want to be strong, and it took me a long while to actually realize that I can be happy. And yes, I cannot control my mind on all fucking days. I wish I could, but I can't. And that's okay, you know, because at least on my bad days also, I know I will conquer because I have fucking survived, you know. And that, for me, that in itself is growth. That in itself is achievement. So it's okay if I have bad days. It's okay if I binge eat. It's okay if I don't eat. Again, not at long intervals of time, but small, because I know I can pick myself up again. And I feel like, I just feel like this whole fucking thing with body, man, and I can't even explain, because I've hated myself. Do you understand when I say I've hated myself? Means I've hated it where I've taken parts of my body, like I've pressed parts of my body and I've wanted to cut myself, like taken the scissors and tried to cut myself, taken fucking razor and cut myself, because I just wanted to like remove my fucking flesh from my body because I hated it. And I think I will still be very emotional to these things, because the fact that the hate was so strong, the anger was so fucking intense, I didn't know how else to cope, you know, which is why I had my numbing devices to at least sort me out in some way. It's taken me a long while to get here, which is why anyone who asked me for a diet, which is why anyone who asked me, how do I, what can I do? And I was just like, I can't help you, because I can't tell you, I can't give you a diet, because one, every body is different, and that is beautiful. Every healthy looks different on every body, and that's fucking great, you know. But this whole fucking mentality that my body, because I do have big breasts and I have big thighs, I can't help it, you know, that is my body structure. And it's okay, because I was so embarrassed by it because of 5,000 different things. And when I was younger, I was skinny and I still thought I was fat, you know. And this whole thing, that the whole idea that fat is a bad thing. Here's the thing, you know, if there is a difference between being healthy, okay, and I'm going to be very honest, okay, that means if you're still working out, if you still want to get mentally stronger, if you still want to get physically fit, and if you still have fat, that's fine. My throat. That's fine, because you're still working on yourself. And I think that is very important, you know, that you constantly have this drive to work on yourself, no matter what, you know what, because, and this is what I've realized, okay, no matter how much money you have, no matter how thin you are, and I'm again talking all in my experience, okay, no matter how many people might keep your bed warm at night, doesn't fucking matter. Nothing of those things going to make you ever fucking happy. The happiness truly lies within, and it's difficult, but you have to dig deep and dig into those parts where you don't like, where you get scared, where you're just so fucking frustrated, where, because those selves will truly, and that self might not be pretty, and you might still have to look at it and be like, I still love you and you are fucking amazing. And it's difficult, it's fucking difficult, but hey, healing is never easy, and healing is tiring. Healing is fucking magnificent at the end of it. And I'm healing. I'm not saying this person as I've healed and I've conquered life, because I'm still finding my thing. But you know, my association with health, my association with food is so much different, because I want to be healthy now. When I grow older, I don't want to have like my organs falling out, you know. I choose to be healthy. And I think that's the outlook we all should look at, rather than wanting to be skinny or just having muscles or losing weight, you know. That should not be the priority. The priority should be, I want to be healthy so I can fucking live. So yeah.